First Alert Weather Alert team coverage continues right now. News Channel 3's Miyoshi Price live in studio after learning about a new study finding there's a need perhaps for more indoor sports facilities here in the desert, which could help when we have air quality issues. Yeah, Miyoshi, people don't want to really be outdoors in
Absolutely not, John. They really don't. But I spoke with those locals who all shared their concerns with the lack of indoor activity facilities to accommodate the amount of people who live here and they come to visit. That sound of the paddle hitting the pickleball means the heat is on. A mix of locals and visitors are joining in on the action at an indoor pickleball facility in Palm Desert due to the gusty and dusty weather. They all say no one needs to be outside when the weather is like this.
You know, I tried outdoors. It's not as healthy as here.
Some locals, like the Alvarado brothers, are still choosing to play sports outdoors, but adding a mask to their routine to help protect them from the blowing dust.
The weather was kind of worse in our area, in Desert Hot Springs. That's where all the wind is passing by, but here we know that it's a little bit better.
In a recent study by Visit Greater Palm Springs in Riverside County is shining the light on why an indoor facility is needed in our area. In the study, it states that a facility with basketball, volleyball, indoor soccer, pickleball, and more could cost up to $50 million in construction costs. The owner of Pickled Bar was ahead of the curve, opening up his indoor courts. Dr. V says he would like to see more tournament opportunities for residents to stay active.
So we thought about doing tournaments like doctors versus nurses or police versus firemen.
Robert Cincini is retired and 79 years young, and he would sign up.
I'm hoping to play competitive with people 65, 70. I'm playing people here that are in their 30s, in their 40s, and keeping up with them.
He sure was keeping up with them. And at the Civic Center Park in Palm Desert, it's a community center renovation going on right now. It's under construction and anticipate completion by the end of 2024. But we will continue to track the idea of having an amateur sports complex added to the valley. To see more about that study, go to our website at kesq.com. Reporting live in studio, Miyoshi Price, News Channel 3.